Please welcome your New York Knicks. At forward, at 6'10", number 17, Michael Porter Jr. At center, at 7 feet, number 3, ChiVsOKC. At guard, at 6'5", number 47, Brandon. At forward, at 6'5", number 21, Elgin Baylor. At guard, at 6'3", 0, the head coach for your New York Knicks is Jason Kidd. Once again, your New York Knicks.
Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. We've got Weber. Ginobili is out there with Jason Kidd. And there's Miles Turner. And it's Sanford in at the center position. For the Knicks, Shaquille O'Neal is out there with Porter. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Baylor. And it's Leonard in at the shooting guard. I've heard coaches talk about slicing the NBA schedule into 10-game increments. Is that something that you recall when you played?
Well, keeping focused on portions of a long season can keep players focused, especially during road trips. Big goals are reached through small steps.
Now here's Turner, down to 5 on the shot clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Offensive rebound. Sanford. Good work there as it goes. Sanford's got the opening field goal of the game for the Mavs. Outside Baylor. Back to Lillard. The kick out to Porter. Pass to Baylor. Puts it up from 17. And O'Neal is right there.
Work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Now here's Kidd. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing. Shoots over Lillard. And it's Shaq with the rebound.
He had the right idea going to the fadeaway, but the defender stayed right on it.
Leonard the bounce pass. Outside, O'Neal. And too long on the shot. For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Kidd passes to Ginobili. The three-pointer, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Shaq on target from 13 feet. O'Neal's got his second basket of the game.
Nice setup by Baylor. Man, this guy can pass, shoot, rebound. Anything you need, he's there to provide it.
Now here's Ginobili. Coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively. And he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. Here's Kidd. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. From downtown, Knicks with the rebound. And this is the first time they've matched up with the Mavericks this year. Lillard, the pass to Leonard. Shaq with a screen on Ginobili. Porter in the corner. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Porter's got 5 now.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And G.A., you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning the championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans
To learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
Now here's Ginobili. Hasn't made one yet. They can use a bucket. 50 that time from Leonard. The Knicks leading by 7. Outside Baylor. Pass to O'Neal. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Dallas has gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Outside for Kidd. Back to Weber. Here's Sanford. Buries the long-range jumper. Sanford's got his second bucket of the night.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Leonard, the pass to Porter. It's stolen. There's the drive. Lays it up off the glass.
We've all fallen in love with the three-point shot, but that is how the game was designed to be played. Down low, get close, open looks.
Now here's Porter. He's got 5. Pass to O'Neal. Here is Lillard. Shoots the 3. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
A downright lethal three-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
Weber with it. Baylor defending. Turner, the bounce pass. Pass to Weber. Just 4 to shoot. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. The Knicks leading by 5. Lillard outside. Turner with the steal. Weber against Porter. Weber can't hit.
Well, he's a very good mid-range shooter, but the defense was all over him there, making that a very difficult shot.
Got a piece of it, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, I just don't think right now they're doing a good enough job of hunting the right mismatches.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Sabonis, he's checked in for O'Neal. Thompson comes in for Porter. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Baylor. And it's Johnson in for Damian Lillard. Here's Spencer. Pass to Sasser. Some nice passing here by Dallas. To the inside. Here's Kidd. Dallas again missing.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved. He didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
Hayward dishes to Leonard. And again, it's New York.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
A minute 20 left here in the first quarter. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Weber. Over Thompson. Weber gets the bucket.
Yeah, this is what you love about him, the confidence on that mid-range.
Well, you can see over the top of the defense like that, you have a huge advantage.
Now here's Leonard. No good on the shot. 43 seconds left in the first quarter. Johnson against Kidd. Down low. It's stolen by Johnson. Hayward on the wing. Now Leonard. Last game he had 12. Just 5 on the clock. And oh, what a play. He just palms the block. Here's Sasser. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. And now just a 5-point Knicks lead. For 3, Hayward. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Knicks lead by 5. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
They clearly wanted to be the more physical team, and they are setting the tone that way. I love the work.
You've got Sabonis. Johnson is out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Bailey. And it's Drapuka in a power forward. That's the 5 for New York right now. Here's Spencer. Nothing on the board. Here's Sasser. Offline with his 3.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
And it's Kemp with the jam.
Yeah, once he gets to the rim, it's lights out. Kemp, just too much power and explosiveness.
And GA, you look at the numbers for Sabonis. They're historic. But how would you surround him to make a deep run?
Well, I might try to pair him with another rim protector. Sabonis is a nice focal point offensively, but he's not a big-time shot blocker.
New York shooting their first free throws of the evening. The first one falls. Tim, you once led the NBA in three-point percentage. And in my mind's eye, I can see almost every shot. You were terrific shooting the long ball.
Well, Kevin, I don't want to show my age, but do you know, after 4 years of high school and 2 years of college, making 25-foot twos, I finally had a three-point line going into my junior year, and I'm just glad I had a three-point line for my entire NBA career.
Yeah, it's a tough transition to make to stretch out and go those extra couple feet.
No doubt. I was not ready to make NBA level threes when I first came out of college.
Oh, Shaq climbs the ladder.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Here's Lillard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, you never want to foul Dame in the act. He's almost automatic from the line.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Michael Porter, he's checked in for New York. And Dallas also making a switch. Weber, he's checked in for Kemp. In the corner, it's Ginobili. Out of bounds, New York takes possession. And let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that blocked the most shots in the NBA last year. The Mavericks 4th.
And last year, their rim protection was unbelievable. Teams actually turned down shots in the lane.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. They're outside. They get it back. O'Neal doing what he does best. Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Spencer. Pass to Sasser. Connects from three-point range. Sasser's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
Tripucka passes to Lillard. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Mavericks trail by 4. Left side, Turner. Now, here is Weber. Dallas moving it around. Sasser can't hit.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Porter kicks to Shaq. Pass to Tripucka. Off target with his three.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And it's Ginobili finishing it off.
A truly selfless player. Weber loves to score, but he also wants to see the rest of his team get involved.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's ready to talk things through with them.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Let's call it what it was. They got overwhelmed. The matchups were just not in their favor.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Thompson comes in for O'Neal, and it's Leonard in for Lillard. Pass to Tripucka. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. Tripucka's got 5 points so far.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. You gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Sasser can't hit.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And Tripucka gets it to go. And it's a 7-point Knicks lead.
Well, he was cold in that first quarter. Now it's great to see him flip that switch and start getting hot here.
Weber, the pass to Kemp. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Sasser. Good on the triple. Sasser's got 8 points in the quarter.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Johnson surveying the floor. To the middle with Tripucka, and he uses the glass on the lane. He's got 9.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Outside Turner. Now, here is Weber. Not a lot of room. Jacks up a 3. Knicks with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Johnson. Here's Thompson. It's Porter outside. Wow, through the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
And the athleticism and size of Porter creates problems for the defense. Hard to guard without getting physical.
The Knicks making a switch here. Hayward's checked in. Every so often, Tim, you heard the term defensive anchor. What defines one in the way you look at the game?
Well, I think it's that player that's on the back line, protecting the rim, but also able to see the entire floor. That is where your best communicator often resides.
How did you grade your defensive abilities when you played?
I battled, Kevin. You're going to have to kill me to stop me. That's the way I looked at it.
Outside Kidd. Shoots over Johnson. That one's in there. The New York lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Kidd.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Thompson finds Porter. Johnson outside. For 3. Weber pulls it in. Mavericks trail by 9. Turner with the screen. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
And Kidd using that size well inside. Fantastic with the read of the D there and exploiting the weakness.
outside Leonard. Porter passes to Thompson. A three from Leonard. It's rebounded by Dallas. Weber's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Kidd. Shoots over Johnson. And so it's the New York Knicks bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
I'm here with Coach Jason Kidd. Coach, what stood out to you?
All right, Allie, thank you. And folks, we'll be back with you right after this halftime break.
You look at New York, they're still at the bottom third of the league. Something will need to change for them to move up in the rankings.
We knew that. And returning our attention to this game, an impressive first half for the Knicks.
When you take care of the boards,
That'll do it for our show.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Really an incredible game from Michael Porter.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
Checking out the group for Mike Woodson to start this second half. Miles Turner out there with Weber. Then there's Ginobili. Then there's Kidd. And it's Sanford in at the 5, roaming the paint. Turner. And that one drops. Turner's got the first basket of the second half here for the man.
And he is a load inside. Turner can back anybody down to get to his sweet spot.
Leonard with the ball. Picked up by Ginobili. Lobbed up there for O'Neal. Weber against Lillard. Ginobili outside. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Fires for 3. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a 3-point attempt.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And last season, 86% from the line. So he's always had that calm presence at the line no matter the situation.
And he nails the 3rd. The Knicks leading by 3. Outside Porter. Back to Lillard. The tray. The rebound by Turner. The Mavericks shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Pass to Sanford. Weber a screen for the tie. It's rebounded by New York.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
There's Lillard. Jason Kidd grabs the miss.
He is just ice cold. Luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Takes it inside. Pass to Weber. Shot clock at 6. Porter with the steal. Inside. It's tipped. Ginobili with the steal. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Here's Weber. Now Ginobili. Weber outside. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Good, and Weber gets the assist. Weber's got 4 assists now tonight.
And the uniqueness of Turner, an elite shot blocker who has deep range on that jumper.
So a moment now to see the story for him. Well, we're into the 3rd quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Trapuka. New York, no good that time either. And so it's Weber with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Pass to Ginobili. Another 3 for Dallas.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
And here is Baylor. Lillard outside. And That time, also a missed shot.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
To the paint, here's Trapuka. It counts, and the foul. And one on Weber.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. Pass to Sanford. Now Weber. Kidd kicks to Turner. A three. Sabonis grabs the ball. New York's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Trapuka. Turner covering the 17-footer. And Trapuka gets it to go. Trapuka's got 13.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
And so the timeout here by Mike Woodson. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey, Sabonis is driven. He said, quote, "There's no calm time with me. There's a lot to work on to help my teammates and win games." That desperation to stay here in the NBA because I love it and try to get better, I'm always thinking about it, and I don't think that's going to change. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. And the Mavericks making a change here. Sasser's checked in. Added kicks to Baylor. Pass to Trapuka. Inside, stolen by Weber. Here's Ginobili, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Here's a chance now to check out the New York Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Monday, it'll be the Sacramento Kings coming into town. Then on Sunday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls.
And for their matchup with Orlando, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Thompson, he's checked in for Sabonis. And Gordon Hayward is subbed in for Baylor. Pass to Sasser. Good in the assist to Kidd. Kidd's got 3 assists now in this one. And a closer look here at the hustle stance for Dallas.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
I've been really impressed with how intense their defense has been. They are picking up steals left and right, which is disrupting their opponent's rhythm.
Ginobili outside. Another three for Dallas.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Here's Lillard, and it's blocked. Stripped it away. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting two.
Hey, Lillard has all the talent in the world, but, man, this guy is a great leader. Lots of charisma, and he holds his teammates accountable.
Shaq is checked in for Thompson. Sean Kemp, he's checked in for the Mavericks.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Here's Weber, and it's Dallas with another.
And that mid-range J of Weber, fantastic at scoring from that area of the floor.
Screen by O'Neal. Here's Trapuka. A putback. Weber pulls it in. Mavericks leading by 3. Kidd passes to Kemp. Kicks it out to Ginobili. That's the 3 fly. Drills the 3-pointer. Ginobili's got 14.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Pass to Trapuka. Shaq is screen on Kemp. Bobbed up there for O'Neal. And Shaq with the slam.
My, did he ever flush that one hard.
Making a big-time statement. Right side, Kemp. And it's Shaq with the rebound. O'Neal's got rebound number 8 now on the night. There's a good screen. Leonard attacking. It's blocked, and they'll keep possession. O'Neal sets the screen for Lillard. Misses the J after tricking the D with the nifty pass fake. Mavericks leading by 4. Outside Kidd. Pass to Weber. With the fadeaway. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. It's Dallas. They lead by 4. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
It's so impressive for a big guy to make a find like a guard.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Porter is out there with Sabonis. Then it's Baylor. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Leonard in at the 2. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Outside Porter. Back to Lillard. Three-pointer. Nailed from three-point land.
A smart idea to set up Lillard, a man who knows how to score.
Sasser with it. Here's Spencer. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Down low. It's stolen by Kemp. We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Spencer, the pass to Kemp. Over Lillard. And Chris Webber with the bucket on the assist by Kemp. Kemp's got 3 assists in the game. Knicks trail by 5. Outside Baylor. Porter against Kemp. Sabonis a screen on Kemp. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Sabonis. That's good.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
And so the timeout here by Mike Woodson. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. O'Neal's checked in for New York. And Dallas also making a switch. Simpson's checked in. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what the head coach of the Mavericks said to the team. He told the team he has complete faith in them, saying, we're right there, now we've just got to make that push and really take hold of the game. We can do that. To me, it looked like his players are on the same page with him. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Back to Lillard. Clock at 6. It's deflected. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Mavericks leading by 6. Here's Spencer. Pass to Weber. Here's Spencer. Covered by Lillard. Turner with the screen. Here's Spencer. No good from outside. And it's Porter with the ball for New York. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. O'Neal high post. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
And just playing well within the offense. Porter's not forcing his own shot and shows solid court vision and passing ability.
Shaquille O'Neal at the line. One shot.
On the free throw, no good. Mavericks leading by 4. Kemp passes to Kidd. Here's Sanford. Dallas moving it around. Pass to Ginobili. Outside Kemp. Over Baylor. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The Knicks have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Lillard on top. He's covered by Kidd. O'Neal sets the screen for Leonard. Looks for O'Neal. Gets it to him. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And you can see him give a little nod line and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Good against Lillard. Sweet move. And it's Kidd getting it to go in. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Pass to Porter. Shaq with the screen. And it's Michael Porter with the 3.
Just sensational form and touch on display from Porter. When he gets any room to shoot from deep, he's looking to fire.
The screen from Kemp. Here's Sanford. Back to Kidd. Turner with a screen for Kidd. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
That's been a tough game for him with his shooting. Fortunately, the rest of the team has picked him up, and they have the lead.
And O'Neal with the basket on the assist by Baylor. 16 points for Shaquille O'Neal. And so the timeout here by Mike Woodson. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Checked in for Sean Kemp. Dallas has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Baylor against Weber. Turner outside. Beyond the arc. It's good.
After a rough first half, it's good to see him start to put the pieces together here.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Knicks. Porter outside. Now Lillard shoots the 3. Knocks down the 3.
And that's a bounce-back 3, and they're back in the lead.
The Mavericks trail. And here is Kidd. Weber inside. Baylor defending. 6 to shoot. There's the shot. Can't get it to go. New York's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. And it's off. For Dallas, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Great touch off the pass.
Like to see Weber showing that mental toughness and stepping up for the big shot.
Lillard with it, picked up by Turner. And it's sent back by Turner. 1:11 left in the 4th quarter. Weber in the post. Who's there? That one goes. Count it.
Comfortable operating close inside. Weber sizing up the defense there and understands how to finish.
O'Neal is screen on Weber. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. Ginobili with a screen on Lillard. Weber against Baylor. Ginobili looking around. Turner with a screen on Leonard.
That was a breakdown defensively, but he couldn't take advantage.
Points are an absolute must here.
And they need to continue to play with urgency.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Good is the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. New York calls timeout. 19 seconds left to play here in the fourth. What do you think coach's focus is going to be here?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing. They need a score.
You have to be smart here. If they're successful, the foul has got to happen quickly.
And get the 3, and now they foul and stop the clock.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Stepped up to the line, and he took care of his business and guaranteed the win.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're behind by 6. And what's their best move at this point?
There's still a sliver of hope.
And it has to be a quick hitter. There is no time to waste.
Once again, for your next breaker and crew, show them some love.
Here's Leonard. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Alan LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Chris Webber.
number 5, Josh Smith.
Well, two of the best. Guards in the league going at it today, Graham. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, BA, but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
And now the opening lineup for Chicago. They've got Harper, and it's Love in at the center position, locking down the middle. Outside, SGA fires for three, knocks it down from distance.
You love how fast Shai Gilgeous-Alexander gets into that shooting motion. As soon as it touches his hands, it is ready to go.
Here's Rodman. Pass to Jordan. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the year.
And they were able to come away with wins in both games last season. Impressive, to say the least.
And these two teams could easily end up meeting to decide the NBA championship. Tonight could be a preview of something with more on the line down the road.
You don't want to let them get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Harper, pass to Jordan. A shot from the high post. Offensive rebound.
Well, this guy typically a nice touch from mid-range, but obviously can't make them all.
And rejected. And that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Just over a minute and a half in. Pass to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Blocked again! Here's Harper. Pippen outside. Fires the three, and the three-pointer goes.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Here's Rodman. The jump hook. Williams grabs the board. Outside, SGA. To the left side wing. From the arc. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
Well, Doris, when it comes to the mid-range game, is anyone better than SGA?
Boy, when you think of the all-time efficient grades, Kevin Durant comes to mind. But SGA is carving out that kind of career. You can post him from the mid-range. His handle gets him to the spots on the floor he wants. He wears that area of the floor out.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot is up. Rebounded by Pippen. Bulls trail by 6. Pass to Harper. Back to Pippen. And here's Jordan. And he's going for the oop here. Throw it down on the lob.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, BA.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball. Launches it. Fires hitting the triple. He's got 6.
We are talking about a 6'6" point guard. Shai has got a great view of the floor. What an easy pass.
Now here's Jordan. He's covered closely. They set the pick. From deep, Harper. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Boy, the defense baits him into taking that shot. Sometimes I say there's a reason you're open.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, Brian. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander does it all. He said, once I made an emphasis to try to affect the game on both ends of the floor, I have found myself having success. So for me, it's just a want to. Coach Mark Dagnall said, he wants to win, and if you want to win, you have to do the invisible things. Back over to you.
A two-way talent. All right, Allie, thank you. Bulls trail by 5. Pippen outside.
Oklahoma City foul.
And now the first timeout called here for Chicago.
With the offense reeling, coach has to get these guys on the same page.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
And now let's glance at the league's most aggressive defensive teams from last year. 5th on the list, the Bulls.
They made life hard on opponents. One of the best defenses in the NBA last year.
Clock at 6. Williams from long range. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. Oklahoma City leading by 5. On the wing, Ivy. There's a screen. Pass to Duren. Dragic right side. 20 feet out. And he connects with a jumper.
This is the value of Goran Dragic, a specialist in the pick and roll. He knows what will work.
Here's Kukoc. Over to the left wing. Here's English. Here's Gilmore, covered by Duren. Duren with a steal. And a fast break now for the Thunder. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Here's Kukoc. He's scoreless. Oh, got a piece of it. 5 to shoot. And so the ball out of bounds. Duren touched the glass.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
English. Here's Gilmore. Good D by Duren.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Dragic passes to Lucas. And that one's good.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And Williams has got the ball here for Chicago. They trail by 11. Guerin, the pass to Kukoc. Here's English. Chicago passing it around. Williams misses.
They've been just a little bit better on the glass so far, showing their tremendous work ethic.
Well, Grant, you look up and down this Thunder roster. It is just loaded with winning players.
Yeah, BA, guys who are going to make the right play, defend their spot, move without the ball. I mean, they've built something special in OKC, piece by piece.
Here's English, following the 3 by Oklahoma City. They need this. Deflected! Williams against Ivy. To the inside. Soft touch off the glass. Lucas has got his second bucket on the night.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Here's Guerin. No points so far. Here's English. It's hauled in by Lucas. Thunder leading by 16. Dragic passes to Ivy. Deflects the pass. Here's English. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Oklahoma City ahead, leading by 14. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, we've seen the Thunder really take control here.
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
We've got Smith. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Goran Dragic and Atolo Akandi in at the center position. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going in the second. From 10 feet away, Jordan, count it, his 3rd and 5 attempts.
Yeah, terrific work in the two-man game results in an easy bucket. That's how you do it.
Pass to Lucas. Now here's Smith. For 3, Dragic, counted from distance. Dragic has got 8.
This guy's a consistent threat from deep. If Dragic is allowed space to make a 3, you can bet he's going to knock it in.
Here's Rodman. No made baskets yet. Shot clock at 5. Corner shot. Again, the Bulls score.
Boy, despite his efficiency, they just can't get over the hump.
Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Now a timeout called by Chicago. And the Thunder making a change here. Williams is checked in. And a change for the Bulls. Harper's checked in. Bulls trail by 15. Pippen outside. Pass to Jordan. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. Jordan with the bucket. Jordan's got 8 points here in the quarter.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
On the wing, SGA, covered by Jordan. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Dragic. And it's off from 3-point range.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question, he altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
And here's Jordan. Takes the 3. Doesn't go that time.
That's staying connected to the shooter and timing the contest.
Pass to Dragic. Outside, SGA. Shot on the wing. Rebounded by Pippen. Bulls trail by 13. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has made the move from star to superstar, Grant.
Well, no question, B.A. He's been a superstar for quite a few seasons now, but he's not satisfied and just continues to elevate his game year after year.
Number 45, Roy Hibbert.
Pass to Jordan. Here's Harper from downtown. No luck on that one. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Up top, Smith. For 3, Dragic. No good that time. Great D that time from Pippen. Jordan, the pass to Harper. Now Pippen. Pass to Jordan. Shot clock at 6. There's the 3. And once again, off the mark by Chicago.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Back to Dragic. They set the pick. To the paint. They still need this. Blocked! From deep, Jordan sends it home from 3-point land. Jordan's got 11 here in the quarter alone.
He has been a one-man show trying to keep them competitive.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. All right, Doris, when you're talking about the type of player who comes off the bench, what kind of player do you like best in that 6-man line?
I mean, for me personally, I love guys who can keep pressure on the defense with their scoring ability. Somebody who can shoot with range or put it on the deck, because then your offense doesn't take a step back.
Ivy against Williams. Wide open look. And it falls all over the rim and in. Give him 8 points now.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Shot's good by Kukoc.
Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
Ivy against Williams. Ivy's shot is off.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And they'll keep possession. Smith outside. Duran finds Smith. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. A nice shot by Ivy.
Yeah, well, Ivy is working towards being a consistent three-point scorer, and the results speak for themselves.
Pass to Kukoc. 1:49 left in the first half of this game. Here's English. Duran with a rebound.
No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering from that.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. The Thunder are trying to be efficient scoring. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, ultimately, it just comes down to taking what the defense gives you and trusting your teammates. You need them to win at a high level. That's clear as day, and I want to win at a high level, so I have no option. Guys?
Sharing the rock. Allie, appreciate the report. Ivy's shot is off. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for Chicago. It's a 10-point game. There's a screen. Pass to Kukoc. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Three-pointer. English can't get it to go.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Williams against Ivy. Driving to the basket, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Putting that strong frame to use. Ivy pushes through the foul and hits.
Oklahoma City shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. The Bulls making a switch here.
At the line for your Oklahoma City, Ivy, shooting one.
The Bulls trail by 13. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Guerin. Here's English. He's got it. That makes him 2 for 8. Hopefully he can get it going now.
Listen, we know this guy has got a solid offensive arsenal. You've got to stay on point defensively.
Here's Lucas. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Oklahoma City. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Taking a look here at Chicago, even if they're not the team we thought they'd be, they haven't completely come off the rails. Still plenty of time.
Changing focus now to that first half. A brutal game so far for the Chicago Bulls. They have... And that's a wrap on Hap.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And so in the game for the Bulls, they've got Harper, and it's Jordan in at the 2.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Chicago shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
At the line for the Bulls, Love taking 2 shots.
he drops it first. And that's good as he hits both shots. Thunder leading by 9. Outside ChiVsOkC. Rebound by the Bulls. Pippen left side. Pass to Harper. Here's Rodman, covered by Smith. Here's Harper. Rodman, the pass to Jordan. Shoots over SGA. Now here's Love. The Thunder with the rebound. Hibbard's got 4 rebounds now. Outside ChiVsOkC. From behind the arc, sinks the tray. He's got 11.
Well, Shai ChiVsOkC facilitating for his team right now. What a pretty pass.
Harper passes to Rodman, and the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Picked his pocket. Outside ChiVsOkC. Williams on the wing. Back to SGA. Six to shoot. Ooh, Shai showing no fear inside.
It's very long, and SGA so effective around the hoop because of that length.
Pass to Rodman, and here's Pippen. Fires from deep. ChiVsOkC with a rebound.
This is what frustrates coaches. You come out of the half and you miss your first 3 shots.
The Bulls trail by 14. Jordan with it. 13 points in the game. On target from range. Pippen's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Listen, this guy's doing his part. It's what we know he's about, but they have got to get some productivity from some other guys on this roster.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. Pippen pass to Jordan. Beyond the arc. The Thunder with the rebound. At one point, they led by 16.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Launches a 3. Gets the 3 to fall. He's got 14.
He drops yet another dive. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. Quick pause and look at the best shooting teams from last season. Number 1, the Bulls.
Tremendous efficiency on offense. They were willing to put in their work to get great looks.
Back to Pippen. There's a screen by Love. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. And there's a pick. Inside. And slam dunked by ChiVsOkC.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Back to Jordan. Pass to Pippen. Back to Jordan to stop the run. And it's Dragic with the rebound.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Outside, SGA. Duran the screen. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Love grabs the miss. Bulls trail by 18. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Jordan, the pass to Pippen. Gets the 3 ball to go. Pippen's got 11 points.
Spacing the floor. That's his 3rd triple of the game and his 2nd in this half.
Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Dragic left side. Shoots over Harper. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Bulls. And a quick look at how the Chicago Bulls schedule is shaping up. On Sunday, they go back home and will be hosting the Orlando Magic. And then on Thursday, they'll be taking on Jalen Brunson.
And you know, for that matchup with New York, it's going to be their 7th outing on the year. You feel the team will continue to round into form.
A line change here for Chicago. Pass to Guerin. Back to Williams. Over Dragic. And once again, off the mark by Chicago.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
The Bulls trail by 15. Here's Williams. It's hauled in by Lucas. The Thunder have gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. And there's the screen for 3. Dragic tries again, and Lucas gets it to go. 6 points for him.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Here's Guerin. Got it from about 16 feet. Guerin's got his first points in this one.
Yeah, surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
Pass to Dragic. Over Williams. That one's good from Dragic on the assist by SGA.
You know, this is Dragic's game, right? He looks to score from the mid-range any chance he gets.
Here's Kukoc. Lets the 3 fly, and the basket by Dragic. Dragic has got 13.
And another bucket. This guy just keeping his foot on the gas pedal.
Outside, Williams tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Thunder leading by 20. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target at the rim.
Been a tough stretch for this guy right now, looking a little out of sorts.
Here's Guerin. That's a nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Jalen Duran out there with Jalen Williams. Then there's Jaden Ivey and Atola Wakandi in at the 5 spot. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City. The Bulls trail by 20. Harper passes to Pippen. Here's Guerin. Pass to Jordan. Just 5 on the clock. Takes a 3. Duran with a rebound. Duran's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Ivey passes to Williams. Duran with a screen on Jordan. Steps back. Williams. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line.
Oh, what a nice stroke from the mid-range for Jalen Williams, making you pay.
Harper passes to Pippen. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
Oh, that's a pretty bounce pass. Nice.
Oklahoma City leading by 20. Well, one thing fans always have opinions about is NBA officiating.
Listen, I'm going to let the fans go crazy. What I recognize is officiating is one of the toughest jobs in the world. This game moves so quickly. They are making decisions in real time at sometimes very difficult angles. I am here to support the officials all the way.
Here's Guerin. Pass to Harper. For Ivy. Pippen outside. From outside the arc. Oklahoma City grabs the miss. Oluwakandi's got 4 rebounds in the game. Williams passes to Ivy. Shoots over Harper. Ivy's shot is off.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
And there's the lob. Tipped. Curran with a steal. And up the court come the Thunder on the break.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
I think it's also important we mention the number of assists this group has tallied. Their offense continues to just hum along right now.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And you look at the different kinds of leadership, whether vocal or by example. Which do you prefer, Doris?
Well, I'm a greedy type of person, BA, so I want both. Obviously, a veteran who's been there and done that is going to hold weight with what he says. But your best players have got to also lead by example. Give me both types, BA.
Jordan with the bucket.
He's taking what he can get here, has a 3 in each half.
Up top, SGA. Covered by Jordan. Knocks down the triple. Give him 20.
That's his 5th triple of the night. 2 in the first half, 3 in this one. Huge production.
Harper passes to Rodman. Here's Harper. Pass to Pippen. 6 on the shot clock. 3-pointer. SGA pulls it in. SGA's got 4 rebounds in the game.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Here's Hibbert. Not going to go that time. Love with the defensive effort. Pass to Rodman. Here's Pippen, and it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Now Smith. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Picked by Smith. Lets it go from deep. Ooh, rejected by Jordan. And he recovers it. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Love grabs the miss.
Boy, this guy was able to connect from deep in the first half. Hasn't found the range since.
Jordan misses.
I mean, I guess you can appreciate the confidence, but his three-point shooting has been brutal this half.
And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Boy, another miss, but you have to say to his teammates, great job. They have picked him up all evening long.
Back to Pippen. To the middle. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. There's a screen. Over to the wing. Releases. And it's Chicago with a board. Pippen, the pass to Harper. Now here's Pippen to win the cold spell. Tipped away.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Now here's SGA, defended by Pippen. Let's go with a three, and count it. 8 of 14 now. He's rolling.
Woo. That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
The Thunder have gotten 5 of 12 shot attempts to go so far in the fourth quarter. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. All right, Grant, as someone who played for and managed the U.S. men's national team, give us your all-time starting 5.
You know, I think I'll go with 2 of the program's all-time leading scorers, Kevin Durant and Carmelo Anthony. And finally, you have to have Kobe Bryant because of just how he reset the culture in 2008.
And he knocks down the first one.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Unfortunately for them, they're reeling at this point.
So true. Very little going their way right now at either end of the floor.
Drills it from deep.
But he is so efficient, so productive. But for them to have real success, he needs help.
Here's Olowokandi. Down low. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Thunder.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
Now, when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. And any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
And with this win, they've tallied up a total of 6 wins on the year. Well, some lament the death of the mid-range jumper in today's game. Grant, you got any fixes?
Well, some have suggested cutting out the corner threes. If the three-point line was only like above the break, teams would probably need to rely more on that mid-range.
And the Bulls shooting only 33%. Not exactly consistent offense. Pass to Guerin. Now Jordan, down to 5 on the shot clock. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. And here's Duran. Here's Olowokandi. The 3 ball. Dragic misses. Now here's Jordan. Pass to Kukoc. Back to Jordan. Puts up a 3. Duran with a rebound. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And so it's the Thunder taking care of business in this one. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching.
And the first leg of the NBA season, Greg, now behind us. The standings starting to come into shape.
Yeah, right now is when you can make sense of wins and losses. Who you play matters so much early on, but things have started here to balance out.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Walton is out there with Stackhouse. Then there's Washington. Then it's Fears. And it's Arenas in at the 2-guard.
Stackhouse has a superb jump shot, a real score. This guy is attacking and squaring himself up to the basket and knocking shots down.
Now here is DeBusschere, coming off a stellar performance against Milwaukee. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 5. 3-pointer. A rebound by Washington. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Stackhouse outside. Pass to Fears. High post shot. Knipple with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Here's Fears. Back to Stackhouse. Washington inside. He's against Lever. Now here is DeBusschere, covered by Stackhouse. In the corner, Knipple with it. Pass to DeBusschere. It's hauled in by the Suns. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Orlando this season.
You know, some teams just have your number, and that was the case between these two last season.
Yeah, on paper, it looked like it should have been no contest, but the opposite was true.
Now here's Arenas. He had 15 points last outing. They retain possession. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Lever passes to Porzingis. To the inside. It's good. This game is all even.
Defenses struggle with Porzingis in the paint. I mean, he's able to shoot right over most defenders.
Outside, Arenas. Pass to Fears. Takes the 3. No good from Stackhouse. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for Orlando. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And they also showed up in terms of passing. 5th and assists. No doubt they relied on that motion offense, and their player movement was always consistent.
And their field goal percentage speaks to what a patient team they were last season. Good shot selection was certainly the key to their system. Now here's Arenas. He has yet to score. Great open look there.
Hey, there's one thing we know about Gilbert Arenas now. There's not a shot that he won't take. He'll let it fly from anywhere.
Lever with it, and Arenas picks him up defensively. 13 feet away. Lever can't get it to go. The Suns have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. The 9-foot shot, and that one hits back iron.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Pass to Porzingis. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. Well, a chance to check out some stats for Fat Lever. And they're making some changes. Radmanovich comes in for Porzingis. And Person subbed in for DeBusschere. And then for Phoenix, Robert Parrish is checked in for Washington. Koulibaly comes in for Stackhouse. And it's Mobley in for Fears. Now here's Arenas. No good on that one. Great defense that time from Lever. From deep three-point land. They get the rebound. They shoot again. Radmanovich for three. He can't get it to go. The Suns leading. Arenas dishes to Mobley. Here's the three. And it's Radmanovich with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And here's the fast break. Arenas leading the way. And here we go. And good that time.
You know, he's a volume shooter and a terrific scorer, but Arenas also is a crafty passer, too.
Orlando's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Now, here's Lever. An 11-point game for him in the win against Milwaukee. Kniffel with the bucket.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And talking to Con Kniffel, Greg, he has a burning passion to be great. You can just tell him.
Yeah, he gets up before everyone else and goes to work. Some people have called him an old soul, just very mature and disciplined.
Pass to Radmanovich. Here's Kniffel, covered by Mobley. Here's Radmanovich. Over Walton. Radmanovich's shot is off. Suns leading by 3. Now Parrish. Here's Mobley. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Mobley's got 5 points so far.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. For the Suns, Griffin comes in for Parrish. And Evan Mobley subbed in for Walton. 1:29 left to play in the first quarter. Radmanovich the pass to McDaniels. For the three. Rebound by the Suns.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road. Take good shots and knock them down with confidence.
Well, efficiency is critical, and I love how they ran their offense and got quality shots out of their set.
Hardaway finds O'Neal, and the layup's good off the glass.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Koulibaly against Person. Outside Arenas. Floats one. Mobley wide open. Misses the three.
I think everybody in the building expected him to make that collective shot.
O'Neal sets the screen for Hardaway. From outside, off the mark. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Mobley. Here's Arenas. Six on the shot clock. Launches a three. Hands it from downtown. Arenas has got his second basket of the night.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And so it's Phoenix with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. And we'll be back with you shortly. For those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what do you think so far?
just stretching out the floor at first. They had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
Setting the floor for the Suns. They've got Mobley. Fears is out there with Koulibaly. Then there's Washington. And it's Mobley in at the 3 spot. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by McDaniels. The Magic making a switch here. Levers checked in. Walton's checked in for the Suns. Stackhouse comes in for Koulibaly. Walton a screen on Hardaway. Here's Fear. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, that's the goal of pick and roll. Get that separation you need.
Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Suns?
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
Clark, we see more coaches nowadays keeping a cool-headed, calm demeanor on the sidelines.
And Kevin, I love it. I mean, you don't have to yell and scream to get your point across, and every coach has to coach according to his personality. But I do like the fact that we see more coaches being mindful of how they coach and recognizing that overly demonstrative behavior doesn't necessarily improve the outcome.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Knipple wide open, and he fires. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Mobley. Good, and the assist goes to Stackhouse. Mobley's got the lead up to 14 now for Phoenix. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's DeBusschere. The layup missed. And it's Phoenix's ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Good on the bucket. Mobley's got 10.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Let's pause to take a look at the teams that were tops in field goal percentage last season. Fourth, the Suns.
Hard to shoot the ball any better than they did. I mean, they weren't the best in the league, but, man, they were right there.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Porzingis against Walton. Magic moving the ball around. Stolen by Washington. Out left to the wing. DeBusschere against Stackhouse. Trying to find Washington. Gets it to him. Over Porzingis. Another one falls for Phoenix.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Now here's Porzingis. A pass to DeBusschere. Here's Knipple. Another miss by Orlando.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And it's the Magic with the ball. Phoenix able to drain the three. Lever kicks to DeBusschere. To the middle. Can they get it? And down it goes, jamming that one home.
You know, this is what you like about him as a facilitator. He hits his man where he can do something with the rock.
Pass to Fears. Here's Walton, headed by Porzingis. Here's Knipple. And the three off target.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, A lot of conversation in the NBA about expansion. Commissioner Adam Silver said there are clearly markets out there that are very interested and will run through a process. I'm looking forward to it. There's an enormous amount of interest out there. It's on the league to look at it holistically. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, we appreciate the report.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
And sometimes that's the best policy when you're going up against a big guy. Take it to the 10. Right at him. Get to the rack.
Fears with it. Defended by Lever. A nice shot by Fears. Fears has got 7 now in this quarter.
Yeah, after a nothing first quarter, he's bounced back nicely.
And timeout called by Darko Rojakovic. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Radmanovic is checked in for Porzingis. Person comes in for DeBusschere. McDaniels is checked in for Knippel. Hardaway is subbed in for Lever. And the Suns here with a different look. Robert Parrish is checked in for Washington. Griffin comes in for Walton. Koulibaly, he's checked in for Mobley. And Gilbert Arenas subbed in for Fears. And it's in there.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Orlando shooting their first free throw of the evening.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Suns leading by 16. Stackhouse outside. And Stackhouse throws it down.
Got to do more than this to slow down Stackhouse now. He doesn't let tight defense bother him.
They set the pick. Hardaway for 3. Good work defensively by Arenas. Phoenix has gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. Griffin. And then Griffin with the dunk.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Gilbert Arenas. That is his first foul of the game. Evan Mobley's checked in for Paris.
Substitution for the Suns. Number 40, Evan Mobley.
Pass to Person. Poke loose. Stackhouse with the steal. Jumps up. And Stackhouse throws it down.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Now, here's McDaniels. Scoreless thus far.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And here's what the schedule for Orlando looks like. On Sunday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago against the Bulls. And then on Monday, they're off to Charlotte to face off with the Hornets.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
That's good from Blake Griffin. O'Neal's checked in for Orlando. Blake Griffin hits them both. 1:44 left to play here in the half. Pass to Radmanovic. Now O'Neal. Lobbed up there for McDaniels. And Phoenix pushing it up now. And it's sent back by O'Neal. Outside Hardaway. Orlando moving the ball around. Pass to O'Neal. Here's Radmanovic. Another miss by Orlando. The drive by Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
He misses the free throw.
He doesn't get to the line a ton, but Radmanovic certainly puts the work in to be efficient at the line.
And the second free throw, good. Phoenix has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Koulibaly, bounce pass. Fades and shoots. Arenas with the bucket. Arenas has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And Arenas always prepared to strike from anywhere, and that definitely includes the mid-range.
Radmanovic for 3. Phoenix grabs the miss.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Here's Stackhouse. Sinks that one from the post. Stackhouse has got 6 here in this quarter.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
And so it's Phoenix having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We'll return shortly.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
Take a look at Orlando. Right now, a lot of teams are still figuring things out, shuffling rotations, and players are trying to get their timing back.
Yeah, plenty of adjustments in the early stages. And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, they were the tougher team in that half, and it showed up in a number of ways. Just look at the rebounding numbers, Ernie.
Yeah, that differential really sticks out. It's one of the ways they overwhelm you. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Here's Lever. Still without a basket. Lever is out there with Knipple. Then it's DeBusschere. Then there's Porzingis. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns. And a chance to now check out the scoring distribution between the front court and the back court players tonight for the Suns.
And they haven't needed a whole lot of work done inside because of what their guards are doing. It's been an outstanding performance by the fellas in that backcourt.
Now here's Arenas. Pass to Walton. Good, and the assist goes to Stackhouse. Stackhouse has got 5 assists tonight.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here is DeBusschere. Oh, and it's sent back by Washington. In the corner, it's Arenas. It's good from long range. Arenas has got 11 points.
Stackhouse always keeping his head up. Great vision out there.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Pass to Kneppel. Inside. And Lever gets it to go. The assist by Porzingis.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Here's Fears. He's got 7. To Busher, dishes to Lever. Back to DeBuscher from past the arc, and he's good on the 3-ball. He's got 5.
Excellent vision from Lever that time, thinking ahead on how to set up his teammate.
Outside Arenas. Stackhouse outside. Fires from deep. Offensive rebound. Here's Washington. Misses in close. Orlando, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. Well, let's take a look at last year's top scorers. Number 5 is Gilbert Arenas.
And looking back, his points per game really underscore the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
And the Suns making a change here. Mobley's checked in. Fears with it. And a wide open look for Arenas. It's the 3-point bomb. Arenas has got 6 here in this quarter.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
A pass to DeBuscher. They set the pick. Over Mobley. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. DeBuscher's got 7 points in the game. Now Fears. He's got 7, puts it up. Count that one from Mobley.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And the shot goes in.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Arenas with it. Defended by Kneppel. Here's Mobley. That's in, coming off an assist from Arenas. 18 points for him.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Outside, Porzingis. Lob pass to Porzingis. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
And guys, they know he's going to finish off the lob in style. Porzingis and his teammates connecting on target.
Now here's Mobley. He's got 18. Clock at 6. There's the 3. Off the mark for the 4th time this game. He is 7 for 11 now. Pass to Lever. From the wing. And it's rebounded by Bill Walton.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Now Fears. Back to Mobley. Launches it. It's hauled in by the Magic. And Porzingis, here we go. And the layup ball. Porzingis has got 4 points this quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Phoenix calls timeout. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. And for the Suns, Parrish is checked in for Washington. Mobley comes in for Walton. And it's Koulibaly in for Gilbert Arenas. Now here's Mobley. 18 points for him. Fires the 3. Phoenix, no good that time either. Orlando, they've gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Orlando moving the ball around. A shot by McDaniels, no good.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the 3-point lane. unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
They've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those three-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
And it's Parrish finishing it off.
Bam! Parrish with the flush.
Orlando's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. O'Neal looking around. Outside Hardaway. No good on the three. Suns have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far. Just above 50%. Count that one for Mobley. Mobley's got 8 points here in this quarter.
For Mobley, three-point shooting is a specialty.
For 3, Radmanovic. Rebound, Parrish.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Down low, Hardaway with the steal. Pass to Radmanovic. The Magic again can't hit.
It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot, and the team is struggling because of it.
Fires top of the key. And Mobley the bucket on the assist by Mobley. Mobley's got 23.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hardaway.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
16 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Fears. Softly drops in the floater. Fears has got 9 points.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
To stop the run. That one, no good. And so it's Phoenix with a huge 37-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We come back right after this. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the court now for the Suns. They're getting going here in the fourth. They've got Garland. Parrish is out there with Griffin. And it's Jerry Stackhouse. And it's Koulibaly in at the shooting guard. The Magic shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. For 3, Radmanovic hits it from 3-point range.
This is exactly what Radmanovic is known for, a steady hand shooting the perimeter shot.
Stackhouse against Person. No good from Stackhouse. Person against Griffin. Pass to Hardaway. And stolen by Koulibaly. There's the killer 2-handed slam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Now, here's Garland. Stackhouse outside. Here's Griffin. Griffin draws the double. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket. Officiating is always a hot topic among fans, Greg. That's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Be careful, Kevin. We don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls, but overall, I think our officials do a great job, and the game is about as fair as it can be.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. McDaniels outside. Hardaway sets a screen for McDaniel. Pass to Radmanovic. Another miss by Orlando.
And another miss. Woo. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Here's Stackhouse. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
The shot by McDaniels, no good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And it's the Magic with the ball after the Suns pick up 2. Pass to Hardaway, to the paint. Here's O'Neal. And just miss after miss right now. The Suns have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Here's Radmanovic. McDaniels outside. O'Neal sets the screen for McDaniel. Clark, you're so familiar with the college game. What's the biggest adjustment for guys coming into the pros?
I think the strength of the NBA players, Kevin, and the pace of play, and then also the number of games. I mean, that's just a lot more than what you see in college, and how you go about preparing for that type of schedule, that type of physical talent, that type of physical wear and tear is something that no college player is usually ready to handle until he goes through it.
Here's Stackhouse following the three-pointer by Orlando. That's good again. His 7th basket, 7 for 10 from the floor.
Fancy work that time from Stackhouse. Mercy me.
McDaniels outside. That 3 off the mark.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Griffin kicks to Stackhouse, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Some changes for Phoenix. Mobley, he's checked in for Joseph. And Gilbert Arenas subbed in for Garland.
Gilbert Arenas.
Orlando's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. Arenas against Hardaway. Shot clock at 6. The shot, no good. Arenas with the defensive effort. Mobley the pass to Arenas. Back to Mobley. Hudson coming off an assist from Arenas. Arenas has got 3 assists now in this one.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Radmanovic. O'Neal a screen on Mobley. Outside O'Neal. Pass to Hardaway and taken away by Arenas. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Phoenix.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And I've also noticed how opportunistic they've been off turnovers, doing a really good job taking advantage of the opponent's mistakes.
Here's Arenas following the bucket by Orlando. From the arc, no good from Stackhouse. The Magic have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Mobley with the block. Outside Arenas. Pass to Stackhouse. He takes it in. Rebounded by Hardaway. Magic shooting just 30% from the field here in the fourth.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here's McDaniels. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 15-5 run. Holds it up there for Mobley. And out of bounds is the Magic will gain possession.
That was just a bad pass. There's no other way to describe it. It happens, but that was bad.
Persons checked in for Barnes. And then for Phoenix, Parrish, he's checked in for Mobley. And it's Koulibaly in for Mobley. McDaniels outside. Pass to Radmanovic. Another miss by Orlando. The Suns on offense. They're on a 15-5 run here.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Suns.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season. Pass to O'Neal. Here's Hardaway. Cranes the three-pointer.
Again, Hardaway there squared up from distance. He is as reliable as it gets from outside.
Here's Stackhouse, and Stackhouse throws it down.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Offensive rebound, O'Neal. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Stackhouse against Person. Just 5 to shoot. Parrish with the screen on McDaniel. Here's Griffin. Off target from three-point range. So it's the Suns winning easily here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that about wraps it up. Alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. And as always, we appreciate you joining us right here tonight on 2K. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Jerry Stackhouse.